Yeah.
Yeah. So, my name is Julie Wayman. I'm the Senior Manager for the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education's Child Nutrition Outreach Program at Project. I just want to quickly introduce a couple of people here with us. Katie Millette is the Executive Director for the Office of Nutrition, Health and Safety at the ESC. And Janelle West is here joining her as well. She's our outreach liaison. And then a couple people from Project Bread, Deanna Ijaz, and Allison is also here with us, Allison Colson. So we're here because we focus on federal nutrition programs and those that we're really looking to increase participation in. So the Summer Food Service Program, while there is an awesome program here in Fall River, it's an underutilized program. That's really true across the state and across the U.S. So we really are trying to work to reach more kids through this really important program. We work on increasing participation also because, a lot of families really depend on these programs. Families whose kids are typically eating school breakfast or school lunch, during the summertime, they're still in need of those nutritious meals. So we're trying to help additional kids to reach the program. So it is a federally funded nutrition program administered here in Massachusetts by the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, and in Fall River by CD Recreation and Grace, headed up by Grace. So the program, is put in place to help kids 18 and under receive free meals in the summertime, the end of that one school year and prior to the start of the next. So in Massachusetts, there are over 220 children living in food insecure households. And the summertime is an especially difficult time. Food insecurity does go up. Children gain more weight. They experience learning loss. So it's a really important time to ensure that kids are getting nutritious meals. So sponsors, to give you just a little bit of background on the program, sponsors are, they can be schools, school districts, local government agencies, private nonprofit organizations. They are the people that are responsible for the administrative and the financial end of the Summer Food Service Program. And they're the ones who are responsible for either preparing or purchasing the meals through the summer program and then having them available for kids at the SFSP sites throughout the town. And sites themselves are the physical locations where kids are receiving meals. So these can be schools, playgrounds, camps, they can be parks, churches, housing developments. There's a variety of different places where you can have an actual site. It's really where the kids are in the summertime. And there are both open and closed sites. Open sites describe places where any child can come, 18 or under, and get a meal for free. So taking a closer look at Fall River specifically. Enrollment in the Fall River Public Schools is, about 10,000 kids, a little over actually. There are 8,000 kids, over 8,000, who are eligible for free and reduced price meals at school. So 78% of the students that are at Fall River Public Schools are eligible for free and reduced price meals. During the school year, nearly 6,000 actually eat lunch on a daily basis. And when we compare that to the number of kids that take part in the summer program, it's about almost 1,400 kids. So that's what really tells us that the program is underutilized. So, though there are 6,000 that are eating lunch on a daily basis at school, only, almost 1,400 are taking part in the summer program on an average day. So that's what we look at that tells us that we could be reaching more kids. But that being said, Fall River is a large town and there are 1,400 kids a day being fed through the program. So it's an excellent program, but we wanted to bring all of you together to talk about where are those other kids? Where are those 6,000 kids that aren't taking part in the program who might really be able to eat those meals, really be able to use those meals during the summertime. Okay, so yeah, sure.
For the numbers.
Yep.
So we've got 8,000 students that are eligible to receive free reduced price meals.
Yes.
So, and we've got 1,375 students that participate.
In the summer, yep, on a daily basis. Yeah, so it's about 17% of those from Outreach Program. Yeah. So, in bringing you all here, there are a couple of things that sort of come to mind for how we might be able to reach more kids. And a couple of ways are just, we have up on the slide, but the first is promotion. So there are a large part of the reason why kids don't use the program is that they don't even know about it. So, knowing that all of you are here in Fall River and working with families and children, part of that, we see that there might be an opportunity for you all to help to promote the program. Our organization creates outreach materials, so these are something that it's not something you'd have to start from scratch, but that you could actually utilize to help to promote the program. We have door knockers, brochures, posters, anything to try and help communicate to families that this is a service available to them. Also, volunteering. So some of the most effective ways to bring kids to the summer program sites are through activities. So though kids might be hungry during the summertime, the reason that they are most likely to come to a site is because they want to hang out with their friends, play basketball, color, do the activities that are associated with the summer food service program sites. So some agencies can provide that. So if you work with, if you have volunteers through your own organization, if they're looking for ways to volunteer in the summertime, it might be by being able to do some coloring with kids at one of the sites in the summer. And then lastly, thinking about if there are ways to expand the program through new sites. So in talking with Grace, that is something that she was saying that new sites would be a possibility, but it would be great if these were places where there was maybe a program already operating. So if there is a Bible study or a different rec program that runs during the summertime where there's a person that's responsible or overseeing that program and the kids that are there, that person could act as what we call a site coordinator. So that person could act as the adult there as kids are taking and eating a meal on site. So we, again, wanted to talk with all of you to see if you do know of other places where kids are spending time in the summer, other programs that they're involved in, where we might be able to serve meals during the summer.
The 21st century kids get meals already? The ones that are in the schools?
We provide lunches at 5 of the schools, and those are the 21st century, right, programs.
Currently, we operate some summer school programs. In addition to those, we operate 21st century.
Excellent.
So both of those sites, we were doing, in many cases, breakfast and lunch, but at least we operate those as lunch sites for the 5 to 6 weeks that they're in operation, which is a little shorter than I think the 8 weeks that Grace operates. But we try to roll them into the park program after those 2 weeks.
Are there other programs that operate here in Fall River where kids are going during the day in the summertime that they might be able to become a site through the summer program?
I'm at the Boys and Girls Club, and we do our own summer camp. Thank you very much. That's amazing. Last year we rented our club to the charter school, Atlantis Charter School, for the month of July, and they give them lunch. There's about 100 kids, and I had mentioned, why don't they do this? So that could be an opportunity.
The YMCA as well as the 5 schools.
These are actually this list of sites here in Fall River already. So there are quite a few. There's certainly a lot of sites already. What we're trying to do is find, where are those additional kids? And they might, so if there are other programs that are operating, that's sort of where we feel like there could be a need that we could provide meals at those sites if they're already operating. So we will email back just sort of what we all talked about, but also in terms of where you can find more outreach materials. If you need a Connect Ed message, we can, work to put that together with Grace. What would be useful to send out during the summer.
Like a Friday or Saturday every single week or every day you want, just knock it out every week.
week so that they know it's out there.
Great, great. Yeah, that'd be wonderful. Yeah, so even just promotion of the program, you know, if nothing else, it'd be great to just help to increase the promotion. Wonderful.
Also have some webinars too, don't you? April 3rd, ways to keep schools involved in the summer, and then April 9th.
Yeah, are those USDA webinars?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. So there, the USDA runs a number of, because it's a federal nutrition program, USDA does run a number of webinars that can help to talk about different ideas that different states have around programming for kids or food or, you know, different mobile meal ideas. I mean, there are a number, you know, every state sort of has their own program and they come up with different ideas. So yes, there are a number of webinars if anyone's interested in listening. And they're, USDA or even FRAC also has a number of webinars. That's the Food Research and Action Committee. Council.
Right, that should come up April 3rd, April 9th.
Maybe I'll actually, if I can email those out as well, if anyone's interested in listening.
The request is sent.
Great.
Summer meals champion.
Well, thank you all again.